I know there's people in who are people in your family that really have inspired you some as you grow up?
My grandma. Because I stayed with her when Mom and Dad worked. And I remember, staying with her. And I look back on things now and I think, wow, she was a really smart lady. She would say, let's go take a nap. And I said, Grandma, I don't want to take a nap.
Yeah.
She said, I'll tell you what. She said, I'll take a nap and you play. So she'd get in the bed and I'd get her ashtrays or whatever.
Yeah.
She didn't smoke or nothing,
Right.
but I would get her little candy dishes and I'd play in them. And I'd get tired of playing by myself and I'd just crawl up in the bed
Yeah.
and I'd fall asleep. And,
Right.
back then you didn't have air conditioner. It was
Right.
so hot. And I remember I would fall asleep, and when I woke up, I would be soaking wet with sweat, and my grandma would be in the kitchen cooking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, she was really smart.
Right.
She knew how. She didn't force me.
Right.
She didn't make me go to bed. She just kind of, coaxed me into doing that. And then I went to church with her, and I walked to church with her. And I remember one time we was going to church, and we was walking through the tunnel, and I found a $5 bill.
Yeah.
And I said, Grandma, look. I said, I found $5. She goes, what are you going to do with it? I said, I'm going to put it in the offering. She said, you're going to put it in the offering? I said, yeah. She goes, okay. And I say this all the time.